question there is, could you turn 30 grand into more cash flow than you would be making on this property? $300 a month. You could probably, yeah, around that much if you were to just use that as a turnkey, right? And just go ahead and buy something 20% down. But you lose some sales costs. You've got to go, you would have to go through the 1031 process, 1031 exchange, which isn't horrible, but it puts you on a timeline, right? You're kind of restricted there. So if you're going to make 30 as opposed to the numbers that I just saw, I would probably still focus on keeping and renting it.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. That total return is really helpful. Is that on the website now, Blake?
Yeah, it's up in the program. It's in the, I believe, the deal analysis or the financing section.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's really good. Very helpful. Yeah, because I didn't really know how to evaluate the numbers, because it's somewhat subjective. What am I comfortable with in terms of the cash flow?
Yeah.
But yeah, that total
Well,
return.
and what that does is you can, our tendency is to want to think in exact values, and that's just not really how market fluency, like fluency with the market works. You have to make reasonable assumptions, right? This, you've got an academic background in engineering. Making those reasonable assumptions is part of that as well. So you have to say, well, how much is going to appreciate? I mean, if, for example, we, in that deal calculator, if we assumed what Goldman Sachs says, which is over the next year, home prices will appreciate 16.4%, those numbers look way different, right? This is what we just did, is a very conservative evaluation of what we think the market might do. Right. So that's pretty fair. You can then be really aggressive, and then your like worst case scenario, even if you were just to break even on cash flow and not make anything, you'd still have a 50% return probably in the first year, just because of how everything else is positioned. So understanding the main components that go into what your true return is super helpful, particularly in a market like today's, a market where inflation's going crazy, appreciation is high, rates are really high, and your cash flow is lower than normal.
Right. Okay. Cool, man. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Great question. All right. What else we got? Great question by Jarrett. Really practical.